Warning. You are about to watch a program that is setting the standard for YouTube content. We don't charge for access, we don't sell account reviews, and we don't pass the bill to you. YouTube is free, Discord is free, and that's exactly how it should be. Time to level up.
You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, it's good to be back. Good to be back. A little rusty over here. But back nonetheless. Back nonetheless, man. Yeah, busy stuff going on, man. Busy stuff going on in my world. And yeah. So gotta calm it down a little bit. I'm gonna have to have Mike come in here. I didn't get my water or anything. I get some water too. That's something. That, but okay. Today, what do we got for you? What are we going to talk about? Well, a lot's going on. I can tell you that much. We are certainly going to talk about subjects that, just be honest, are a little uneasy at this point for some people to talk about. The spending in this game. And where we're doing, and frankly, just if you talk to some people, how the game is just completely ruined. I mean, honestly, if you talk to some people, I don't know why we're even doing the show tonight. Honestly, like I should have just sent out a cancellation notice for the WWC and let those that want to make a living off of YouTube just do it until the game dies and then goes away. And that's what we should do, I guess, right? I mean, it's funny. It's funny to me how out of one side of people's mouths, they're like, oh, the game sucks and the game's doing this and whatever. And meanwhile, they make a ton of money off the game, off of you, for watching stuff and whatever. So if it was that bad, then just quit, walk away if you don't like it. But for some reason, people stick around. I wonder why. So we're going to talk about where we are. Where are the status in this game? How did the changes go that we've been having with these spendings? And there's been a lot of emails flying around in regards to making some changes. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to deep dive into that and how people feel and kind of why they feel that way. All right, so we have that. What else do we have? Let me get into my I think I know Mike the Sage we're going to bring in. I told him to take his time. He didn't worry about it. So he'll be popping in at some point soon. Usually it's Hero Day, right? So we're actually going to do Mike the Sage on Troop Day at this point, you know? So we got that going. Either way, it'll be great to see Mike. Always look forward to Wednesday. So now I look forward to Thursday instead. So we'll talk about that. Black market. We haven't gone over the black market yet. Over the last, I don't know, however many days I've had it now, few days, right? 4 days, kind of got my thoughts together a little bit as I was handling the new black market. Really, it's a whole new thing, right? It isn't what we used to deal with because it's a whole new black market, right? And now there's caps on the black market for some. And what I love about black market now is how everybody treats it, how all of these caps. I love a lot of this stuff that's going on. Because you know why? I think there's so many people that are actually not impacted by the stuff that we can talk about. Like, for example, I'm so used to just getting, I'm a high spender for you. So I'm just used to getting 10,000 black market dollars. I'm used to spending as much as I need to get black market dollars at any point in time and clearing out the whole friggin' market. That's right. That's what I'm used to, folks. You don't hear me whining and complaining over here, though. Because I know that the majority of people didn't live that life. I don't need to pretend like they did. They didn't live that life. They look to say, hey, where should I spend my black market money? Because I've only gotten this much, or I've only gotten this much in the game. Where should we put it towards? And blah, blah, blah. Well, people wouldn't ask that if they just sat around and just spent all their money on the black market. That's not how it goes. So, for me personally, I'm actually sitting here and figuring out now, kind of like you were outright for, you know, low spend and free to play. You were trying to figure out how to spend your black market money. I don't have unlimited anymore. So not a complaint, more a realization of, hey, I need to figure out where to spend because something may pop up that I really want and I'm not gonna have the money for it. That's now the reality for people, right? So let's talk about, like, no need to avoid it. I don't need to whine to the game about it. I need to figure out, what are we going to do? How are we going to make that work? And I kind of like it. You know what I mean? Like, I like it because I feel like it's better for the game. I like it because I feel like there's some kind of strategy to it for even me. And I can't just sit there and just buy it and not worry about it. Like, before I can tell you what I think was the most valuable, but on the side, what do you watch me do? You know, spend, just buy, click, right? There's no strategy in that. There's no like, oh, what am I going to miss out on? It's like, you know, I just get to click. You don't get to click. So let's talk about that. Like, let's dive in and see what is it like to not get to click around, and what should we really be focusing on for some of these items. And I can also share with you kind of what I'm doing in regards to that now, and we'll go over exactly what I'm doing. Actually, I'm still spending. The game allows you to spend black market money, so I'm getting way more black market dollars than probably the majority of people that are light spend or free to play, which is how my lens will be when talking through this with you. But I will still tell you kind of what I'm doing as well, and what I'm sure a lot of people do. So we'll talk about do's and don'ts there. And get through some of that to just get caught up where we are. Where are we with, 118? It's been a week after transfer. We just started the Champions Duel. What do we have upcoming? What do we, see? A whole bunch of stuff we got to get to talk to. So, yeah, let me get in that. Before I do, let me get over to the people's elites. What's up, buddy? Good to have elites in here. I don't like this whole thing with elites, though. I gotta be honest with you. It's already another WWCer that's impacted me now. I saw elites on the battlefield, and I can't hit elites. And I saw elites in the arena, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hit him. He's a cool dude and whatever. Too many cool people. Stop being cool out there, people. Stop it. I don't like it. Welcome in, elites. Good to have you in. Shout out to 114, buddy. Killer B. There's my man. What's shaking with the doc? Good to have you in. Easy. What's going on? Welcome in. RJ, bear down. Bear down, RJ. Straight from Australia. And the Australian march begins. Here it comes. I miss my Australians. Get them all in here. Chicken Charlie. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you always. Dizzy, greetings from 999. I like it, Dizzy. That's a good server to be in. That's going to be a difficult one to leave, man. I hope it's a good server. That's pretty cool. 999. I like that. I like that. Welcome in, buddy. Shout out. Easy. Feeling 1% of what the OGs had to go. Yeah. Chicken Charlie, how is Engineer going? Engineer is fucking awesome, bro. I know everybody wants me to sit here and cry about it and bitch about it. I'll tell you what. I think I'm making Last War great again. I think more people are going to end up Engineer because I made that stupid video on YouTube for people to just be like, drop your goddamn pride and it's okay. And like I'm all right with it. The hell with it. If I'm doing it and I'm top 10 in my server, and sure, everybody pokes fun and does whatever, I don't give a F. I don't care. Make fun of what you want. My ass is an Engineer and I'm loving it, peoples. Loving it. You ain't hearing nothing from me. And yeah, am I losing a couple battles? Absolutely. So what? Don't give a shit. Just don't care. Go ahead. Kill me. Like, the Engineer is way too powerful. Eventually, people are going to come around to it, guys. I'm telling you, even the strong people, they're going to come around to it. Engineer is too powerful to sit there and give up a couple ego battles, especially where we are in the game right now. There's just so much shit you could do. The resources you can grab and the drone parts that you're grabbing. Like, what am I going to do with War Leader right now? I mean, you know what? I get it. Like, you're more powerful in some of the events and, you know, whatever. You can, you know, you get a couple battles in 3v3. I'll tell you what, I'm losing some battles in 3v3. I'm exactly where I was before in 3v3 that I am right now. Exactly the same spot. Because you know what the problem is it's not like I'm on the edge. Like, I can still beat the strong people even with my Engineer status. I can still beat the majority of them. And they can still beat me. But here's a news flash. They always could beat me. That's why I designed the way I played in tech when I was building my masteries and I shared with you. I started to look at 3v3 a long time ago like that was the battlefield. I thought it was a preview of like, wait a minute. And this is why my tech, guys, looks like this. This is why my tech finally has all 3 masteries done and I'm at 1% tactical. That's why I built that way. Because I want to do it how it is on the battlefield. What actually going to use, and that's what 3v3 is. So guess what? The majority of people are getting through and beating me in a 3v3. They always have. That doesn't change with me going to Engineer. They can't beat me any worse. They were already beating me. So now they really could kick my ass? Like, go ahead. Kick my ass. I don't care. With all the positives I'm getting out of Engineer, I'll take a few lickings. No big deal. When the change is when the season comes around, actually you need like the power and you need to go through some of that stuff. And in the beginning of the season, we're always Engineer anyway, right? That's when the most people in the game are Engineer. So hell with it. Like we'll move forward and we'll make our change during the season and we'll go to War Leader. But right now, come on, give me a break. Make shit happen. Sage, oh, I got to get you in, buddy. I didn't see you. Hold on, let me get you in. Let me get you in, and then I can finish talking to the people. I get distracted, man. It's been a long time. It's been a week. I haven't been on, and you guys know I like talking to the people, and I get distracted. So let me get Mike in. Do all that, you know. You would think I'd be gone for a week. I would get some new headphones. I'm gonna get a new headset. I tell you what. I'm tired of this nonsense. I have to dial up Amazon and pull it together or something. My Discord. Get Mike straightened out first. I'm behind with our whole crew now. I'm gonna get a bunch of people in here. All right, let me make sure I got everything worked out here for Mike.
What's up, brother?
Oh, there he is. There he is. Good to hear from you, man.
Good to hear from you.
Let me get you on. Make sure you're pumped in here. I don't know who my last guest was. Oh, look at you. You were my last guest, buddy. Look at that.
There we go.
So I don't even have to change it.
Back.
Unless you're stronger now. Are you above 187?
To tell you the truth, I have no idea.
Oh, well, that's not good. That's not good.
I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to this this week.
Well, that's because I wasn't around.
Yeah, I'm at 189.
Whoa. This guy's shooting off the big guns over here.
I'm crawling.
I don't know how you're doing that with all the I don't know how you're doing that with all the spending stopped. I mean, the world's ending, so I thought you'd be struggling.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dialed in. Let's make him proper. We're gonna give Mike credit for being 189. All right. Okay, let me get through the chat. I'm hooked on it, Mike. I'm hooked on the people. Love going through it.
If it wasn't for the people, we wouldn't be here.
It's true. Although it didn't have to be as many people, because I was fine with at first it was like 5 or 10, and it was really working out just fine. And oddly enough, some of those 5 or 10 still with us, like main people have been here from the get-go's, real OGs of the WWC. It's quite awesome. What up, Brian? What up? Welcome into you. Let's see. Other than total mobilization, there really isn't a good supply of EWs. I don't know. The free-to-play people don't seem to have a problem with EWs. I don't. You're saying total mobilization, so you're talking like a spender already, straight out the gate, because I know total mobilization offers nothing to free-to-play players. So I 100% don't think that there's a problem with EWs. First of all, your main source of EWs, Brian, should be sleds, I would imagine. Like robbing sleds, doesn't even have to send them out with your tickets. I would think you're getting a bunch from every single day just from robbing sleds. And if you're not robbing sleds, then get to work. Should be. How's everyone? Family? What up, Andy? Mr. Stig, welcome in from 1057. Shout out to 1057. If it's not in season, I'm an engineer. I like it.
That's from my server.
Who's that? 1057? Yeah, so shout out to them. Saying hello. Did you not want me to shout them out?
Oh no, I'm just saying
make
sure you got the correlation.
Mike's like, no. Hold on. Savageville, Jack. Everyone will remain where they are. You can't catch up to anyone, and nobody can catch up to you. Jack's upset. Jack, I can tell you what, I don't know if you noticed as a newsflash in Last War, the same thing is what the game always has been. You weren't catching up to them, and they're not catching up to you. There's nothing. So far, what you've said is nothing changed. That's all you've said. Unless you thought you were getting 140 million squad like Qatar or any of these enormous VIP 18s. Doubtful. Easy, what's up? Welcome in. Let's see. Easy 5.5 months since February. 5.5 months since February 1st. Oh yeah. You're saying for the mastery. Yes, sir. Completed it while I was away. So only a few days after though, man. 5. It was probably around that though. I think it was, right, Mike? You saw when I completed. It was something like 5.5 months. I did it last week. So like 5, maybe 5 months and a week or something. I think I did it.
Something like that. Yeah.
And that's what spending, by the way, I would actually, now that I've done it, I would say the average person playing free to play low spend, it's going to take you 6 months to do the mastery. That's what I would say you should pencil in. Because I did get some valor from spending. I did get some valor from a train. So I got a little bit extra. So I would pencil in yourself for 6 months. That's what I would do. Charlie, will you change to War Leader for Warzone? Yeah, probably. By the way, your video changed my opinion on Engineer. I switched on Sunday. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you. I for myself personally, I'll be honest with you. We're a very strong team, very strong server. Oftentimes, if you go by the history of how Warzone duels have gone, the first week is typically easier for stronger servers. In the first Warzone duel, you don't really have a grind for all 3. We'll see if that stays true. I don't know, but that's how it has gone in the past. So I would say to you that like the first week, I don't think it would make a damn a difference for my team if I switched to War Leader for the first week of the server. I think then I have to look at it for week 2 and 3. I'll talk to Doberman. I'll do. You guys know how I roll. I'll do what's best for the team. Right now, I do want to give a little caveat. I'm not scared off by the fact that I have to spend $50 to change to War Leader. So that may be something that you do want to take into account. So if you're, but also I'm top 10 THP on my server. So I'm also in a different spot that you may be. So if you're top 20, top 30, you may want to let it slide and go through the server. And you know what I mean? Like, are you really going to be the difference? Not to say you're not. Like, Charlie, I'm sure you're an incredibly strong player. But is your whole server going to die if you're participating as a engineer versus a war leader? You know what I mean? I think, like, you have to look at that. I personally think everybody will be all right if I stay war leader. I'm top 10 now. It's not like I used to be the top person in a server. I used to be top 5 in a server. I'm now top 10. So I don't know that the rules stay, but at the same time, I'm always a team first player. So if the team feels that I'm better suited to go back and help them from a war leader standpoint, to answer your question, yes, I will let Doberman and team decide what they want me to be in that regard. After server versus server is done, though, I will go right back to engineer. So, just give you a heads up. Just tell you that, Charlie. So, that's just for myself. What up, Shady Pun? Oh, Mike, look, Shady Pun's up in the house. Come on. What up, brother? Good to see Shady Pun. I haven't seen Shady Pun in a while. Missing out on him. Ant, welcome in. Shout out to 670. Always good to have you. Spectrum. Another, look at this 118 Spectrum coming in. EWs are slower, but it will be fine. Hopefully, missing the 70 a week from the daily and the extra 40 from $20 pack on Thursday. Yeah, you'll be fine. I assure you, you'll be fine. The good news is for you that there's no more EWs coming out. So everything you get is basically backfilling in. And the majority of high spenders are already done with almost all of their EW30s at this point. So you're backfilling in. And I will also tell you the reason why I bring that up and say that, because I think it's going to make the game make EWs more readily available as we go forward. Like, think about it from this perspective. If the highest of high spenders are already done with EW30, cool. You're not giving them EW30 anymore. They've already got it. If you're at high spender, just a high spender, they got all their EWs done and they spent and they got all that money, then okay, they're done as well. That's going to leave kind of the low spender, mid spender out there, hoping to get it. My guess would be at this point, what's their use of dragging those along? Eventually, they're just going to give you more and more of them, especially when you look at free-to-play and low spenders that haven't even filled out their first team yet. I would be looking for the game to find other ways to give you EWs because it really doesn't matter anymore. They're not going to be able to get that much or recoup that much money off of them because all the spenders already have them all. So, and by the way, I bought them. I spent money on them all. And if I had a little vote button for you from a high spender bill, I would 100% push the button that gave you more EWs. I think it's absolutely ridiculous and atrocious that people can't fill out their first team with EW30s yet. It's dumb. It's dumb. And it has nothing to do with spending. Like, I have all of my heroes at EW30. And here's another newsflash. I'll always be stronger than you because as I continue to collect them, I'm still going plus EW30. And though it's not even close to what it is for EW30, it's still adding something. So it's always going to give me some kind of advantage anyway. And I was not promised forever advantage from spending. And that's an important distinction I just want to touch on here again while I'm ranting and I'm on my soapbox. When we started playing this game, everything you spent money on, if you remember, all you controlled was a clock. Nothing said, hey, just because I'm spending a shit ton of money, I get this and you don't. That's not what it said. It never did. It said, I'm going to get this before you. I'm going to fast forward this clock. That's all your money guaranteed. That's it. And if you're going to sit over there as a spender and pretend like you haven't been sitting with EW30s for a long effing time while all these free-to-play players and low spenders haven't been, you're on crack. You just go talk to somebody else. because I lived that life and I've been EW30s forever. And these people in my clock, for what I was promised for the money that I spent, I received. I received that time advantage at this point. By far, I've received that time advantage, by the way. So, yeah, it's okay to give it to them. Honestly, fucking so irritating to me that everybody thinks like just because you spend, you're given some kind of advantage and power forever. And that's not what the game has ever said from square one. Never said that. So you shouldn't get it. Like at some point, these free-to-play players, low spenders, should clock out this thing and allow them to catch up to spenders and play the game. That's how it should work. Anyway, we'll get into. I got plenty of this to go. I am fired up with all this spending nonsense, Mike.
And it's been a week. You've been built up.
Oh boy, have I! I'm telling you, and I get more emails from people that are rating the game and like sharing. It's like endless the amount of messages that I'm getting about how upset people are, like spenders and like stuff. Oh my Jesus Christ! I can go forever about this shit. Forever, I'm telling you. Do you want to get into it, Mike? You want to get into it, or you want to do something else first before I start with my my spending rant? Because I haven't even begun to uncork what I have to talk about.
I mean, we can start off a little soft and show the 5 new bases. And...
Oh, you got some? Awesome. Hey,
oh
by
yeah,
the way,
man.
And that's the other thing I love, which gets lost in all of this, is like Mike shares like these VIP 18 bases and stuff. I think they're so cool. I really do. I think that there's a message to sell for it. I think that, it could be taken the wrong way that, a lot of like have any problem with the VIP 18s that chose to spend in this game. I don't think so at all. I think the reason why we're playing for this long and everything else and made this billions of dollars and actually put us in the place that we are right now to play the game is probably for a lot of people that sat there and dumped a shit ton of money that they did into the game to put us in this position where they were able to sell to other people and we're able to do this now and whatever we're doing, blah, blah, blah. But either way, I do enjoy the bases because I feel like there's stories to be told. Every single base to me has a story to tell. Even if it's somebody who does it because they're tired of waiting for the game, I feel like that's a story in itself. The fact that they just got a shitty base that they didn't want because they didn't want to wait anymore. That's cool. That's fun to me. So I don't know. I do love the stories to tell. I do love the rants. I think there's a lot to be told in that. So it gets me. This get me excited, Mike.
I agree with you, and I have been slacking on getting more stories. There was one I was wanting to get prepared for tonight, and I wasn't able to. So I promise next week I will have a trimmed down version of a great story behind
Awesome.
a base we all love.
Fun. We got nothing but time, brother. All good. We'll get people sharing, so. It's all good.
But you're gonna like tonight's. They are unique. There is a car one, but it's done in a way that I feel like hasn't been really. It's slightly different than what you normally see. So it's kind of fun.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Speaking of strong as hell people, is that Unapp over there? Is that who that is? Unapp G Dubs. That's who I think it is. Ridiculous.
For which one?
Ridiculously strong. In the chat. And see. Enough there. 100% agree. They just made it harder for people to catch up now. I mean.
I thought you were talking about one of the bases.
No.
I'm in baseland now, so.
No. I think that's who that is. Anyway. What up? Easy. Rants. Believe me. Rants are back. Rants are
no, that
back.
is on app.
In a big way. It is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Anna? Line up. Okay. Gus, welcome, everybody. All right, let's go. VIP 18 base. What do you got, Mike? Who's new to the game today? Let's take a look at one right here. All right.
You know what's funny is
yes,
the little previews that you have there, like where you actually show the packages.
Yes.
On mine, it actually shows a few seconds into the video on my end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so it's interesting. But hey, that works because you can't preview it.
I'm yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I was sharing, which I am. All right, so take over little tornado. Not Tor, there's no R in there, so it's tornado. Tornadoes 1186 mass 8. So elephant is coming through. All right, let's play it. See what we got cooking. Elephant is another one, Mike, becoming very popular, by the way.
Here I am talking on mute. Yes.
Try not to do that.
But I think it has a lot of cultural, as you can see probably in this.
Yeah. Very cool. I like it. Tornado. Tornadoes. Tornado, Mike. Tornado. What they little tornado. Their name was Tornadoes to begin. Tornados. It's actually a word. I wonder if it's a word. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm actually kind of surprised no one has
I just wonder if it
answered it in the chat.
I wonder if it translates. Is it Spanish? No? The word for tornado in Spanish. Same. No. It actually tries to correct it for me to tornado. So tune in so from Spanish, tornados means tuned in English. I don't know. No, if anybody else knows. I'm quite sure it must be something. I don't know. No guesses, Mike.
No guesses. I'm trying to see if ChatGPT can figure it out.
Yeah. See what I mean? Already story. Already something. Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, this means I have a
What?
something.
Something?
It'll be part of the story when I reach out.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely something when we reach out. Either way, fun take on it. So it'll be interesting. So that's 1186 mass 8. Tunadas or nadas. One or the other. We'll figure it out. All right. So let's see who else we got. Let's see. Open this up. Hot Tub King. Well, something tells me to figure this one out. Killabeat. Let me go back and see what their little thing here. Battlefield away. This king is busy, soaking, relaxing, and living the royal life. One bubble at a time. Already, I can tell you, it reminds me of Pug King right off the rip. No, wow. Right back soaking. I don't. I really like it. Shake. He's a shake king. Hmm. What'd you say?
His green outfit reminds me of what Borat wore in his movie.
Oh, all of a sudden you got really quiet.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me okay now?
No.
Hold on. How about now?
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go.
No, I was saying it looks like the swimsuit that Borat wore in his
Oh
movie.
yeah. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Hold my beer for a second. Yeah, little hot tub king. All right, I like it. I like it. This is 238. Uchef's Killaby. I enjoy. I think this would trap me on the battlefield watching that a few times. So, just saying. That's how I judge them at this point. All right. Who else we got? We have 263. Oh my. Oh my. Live life like a blockbuster movie. 263 forever. TM. Okay. Well, Mike, back to the story mode. Story to be told here. If they're in a movie or something, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Not sure. Because it's not from a movie that I recognize, so although could be from.
It's John Wick 5's car.
Is that well? That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
No, I'm
Yeah,
totally
I know.
kidding.
That would be awesome if it was. A
Yeah,
sneak
he'd
peek
rather
on,
fire the guns.
a sneak peek to John Wick is all that got my attention. All right, that's TM on 263.
Oh my.
Oh my. Frankie, let's see. Florida, the Sunset State. Deadly when provoked, causing all kinds of danger. So 788, bruh. 788, bruh. Sexy X. Frankie's Gator. Chilling out. And Frankie's on a treadmill. Frankie's on his way to go somewhere and just hit a treadmill. Just marching around.
Yeah, another fun one.
Yeah, fun. Gator fun. Gator fun, sir. I do like how for whatever reason his sign shorts out. Did you notice that? I need to watch it a couple times before I see that. Did you notice that? So that sign that says your move, it shorts out at some point. And so when he sits down that last time, he like smacks the sign a couple times to make it work again. Like that's, I don't know. It's kind
a clever little detail.
Yeah, it's a little details that I kind of get a kick out of. Let's see. Okay, it shorts out when he shoots his gun. That's when it happens. Okay. And he's got to go reset it. Like an old school TV. Just reset it. I like it. All right. Way too much time. Busy talking with 788 brah. DZX Lab. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Very, very creative. Very creative. Like it. An anonymous. Do you know where they are, Mike? Did you find them? Have you located them?
Yep.
Yeah,
which one are you going to? The huh?
Yeah.
Yep. That is that is McGuire on 604.
604. Okay. Cat using the potty. Got it. Up. Time warp. It's a hell of a dump. That,
Isn't it usually a time warp when you go to the bathroom and play this game?
I don't know. I guess. Um, and then it goes through, and then it goes through that little like bell, like sometimes they have them on their collars. Those little bells that they play around with. That's what that is. That thing's going through. One of those bells. Okay. And then it's back. All right.
Yep, only 5 this week.
This is an interesting story because this is some experience of somebody who's locked their cat in the bathroom right there. My guess is something that cat finally got out of the bathroom and raised holy hell. I guess what's going on here.
Or totally destroyed the bathroom as revenge because they were locked in.
Could have. I thought
But it's a cat. Let's be honest. It's probably both.
I thought a lot of cats get put in the bathroom for their. I guess a bathroom or I don't know, basement, sunroom, somewhere. Litter box is gonna go, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a cat. I don't have a cat. Never had a cat before. Had a few girlfriends over the years that have had cats. You have a cat, Mike?
We used to. But we had a townhouse, and on one of the upper floors there was this little area that it's not even a hallway. It was just like this little section off the top of the stairs that had a closet and then a window, and that's where we put our litter box. It was out of the way.
Yeah.
But
well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing those
Yeah.
5. I would like to know actually what people liked out of that 5. Let me throw up a quick poll for these and see which one you guys like. That'd be good. Which one? Enough. Don't ask. I don't know if
I like that idea.
I don't know if I can put up enough of them, to be honest with you. I don't know how many choices I'm allowed that it lets me put up. What did we get? We got Tonado. And then we got let's see how many I can put up. I don't know. PM. See, I can only put up 4. I can only put up 4. That sucks.
Well, people can say it in the chat. You don't have to count, but at least they can mention. Oh, you got someone saying it right now.
Yeah, if
This
you
is
like, the only one that's not on here is huh. So if you liked huh and it's not on there, then go ahead and put huh because I wasn't able to fit that. Isn't that dumb that they don't let me put more?
Yeah, that is kind of
I don't know.
more restrictive than I would
I
think.
don't give it. I mean, YouTube is something else sometimes. Yeah, okay, fun. I like it. Hey, while we're here, should bring you guys through to let you know Mike's from coordinates list, so we can let you guys know about that. Oh shit, you know what? I forgot. We never do the show on on Thursdays, Mike. And I got Canyon Storm. I forgot.
Oh.
So
I'm glad you remembered.
We're gonna have to wrap up in 23 minutes or 27 minutes, and
This will be our quickest chat ever.
Unless you want to go through Canyon, yeah, because I have to do Canyon. Actually, before I forget, I have to look where I am. Stationing me, so I know time to look. Oh, there I am. Where am I? Oh, okay.
Nope, and to save time too, you don't have to do the whole coordinates list spiel that you usually do.
Why?
But there is one thing on the coordinates list I do want to point out when you're ready.
Okay. I'm just writing my assignment. Okay. And then all right. Yeah, I do. Coordinates list. So let's just go over real quick. Coordinates list. Let me go in here and just tell you guys. So coordinates list dot discord.gg/coordinates list. Go check our partner out. That's where Mike is from. They're actually nice enough to run a giveaway this month for the WWC, where they're giving away gifts for the WWC. So you have to be a member of both the coordinates list and the WWC in order to qualify for it. And I also wanted to point out to everybody that my main man Hulk 99 is donating the gifts this week.
It's up right above.
Is it 2? Is it? Yeah. I roll up. It's a little behind. It's a blimp and a castle.
Yep. We're gonna have 2 winners. We'll roll the first one we roll for. We'll get the blimp, and the next one we roll for, we'll get the castle.
Yeah, and first of all, Hulk 99, huge supporter. I'm a huge supporter of his. And I will tell you this: he is over at Server 82 Top TOP. They are one of the strongest alliances in the game. Really, oftentimes I tell you guys to come check us out on 118, but I will say we are full all the time when it comes to transfers. So if we ever have a transfer, if you're looking for another spot to transfer to, go talk to the Hulkster. Incredible job they're doing over there in reforming 82 and Top. So thank you, Hulk.
Actually,
appreciate you, brother.
That was I did have a sponsor announcement from him. He
good.
said, "Yeah, he's come on over to 82, join the family. Just no farmers."
No farmers. Yes. No.
Yep.
They have no
So
interest
they're
in
always
the
looking
farmers.
for always looking for some fighting power
But hey,
over there. And let me tell you, they got it.
Go on over. Tell them QB sent you. And if you do, don't be a jerk off because you're gonna ruin my name. But otherwise, good person. Go over there, fight, and it's good place to be. So thank you, Hulk. Appreciate you, man. Great dude. So anyway, that's a giveaway for this month. We will, what was it for? In 7 days? Ends in 7 days? Okay, July 23rd. So we'll be talking about this then next week. So next Wednesday, we'll talk about it again. So there you go.
Oh yeah. We got a lineup of giveaways for WWC for every week.
Jesus. Who all these people are, but they didn't hear my rant yet, so they might be dropping out left and right, Mike. All right. So they, for those of you that know the other thing about the coordinates list, coordinates of requests, go on, request, get your stuff, meteorite, desert storm, whatever you want the coordinates for. Check out people that you have, go on, put them in, they send it to you in game, same time. I see it all the time. People asking too, like, hey, does anybody have the coordinates for blah, blah, blah? Yeah, they're here. They're here. Go out there, impress your friends, ask for a random one. Just say, hey, look at this server. Go get them. And then they have the spreadsheet. Where's your Google Sheets? They moved the Google Sheets. Google Sheets is up here in Google Sheets and data sharing now. So you can get that under Google Sheets. All right, Mike. So what do you have to tell now? Oh, and the normal spiel. They put a lot of hard work in using this Google Sheet. So if you see somebody else using it out there in their videos, anywhere else, please go ahead and call that out in the comments so that coordinates list gets the proper mention. Okay, now go, Mike. You have something else that I didn't touch on?
What was I supposed to say? No,
I don't know.
No, you hit it on everything. We're up to 496 VIPs. We're about to hit the 500.
Oh, cool. Cool. 496 VIP 18s.
Total, yep.
All right.
And we tracked 466 of them so far.
Oh. All right. Oh boy, Unapp. Come on, man. Look at Unapp wants to help with the giveaway too. Listen, brother. Normally Normally on app, I would absolutely refuse because I don't like to accept things from folks. It's actually part of my problem. I'm actually working on that as part of Bun Bun and Mike's therapy. Tell me it's okay to accept things from people. Normally I say no, but I get it. But because it's for the people, I appreciate anything that you do on app to give away to the people, because I know everybody loves the gifts, especially those castles and what was the other one? I know everybody loves those freaking ones. The castle and
Castle
the
Blimp and
yeah.
the lion.
Oh, they like the lions too. Yeah, the lions and another one they like. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Anna, for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus, yeah, they do. I'm telling you, it's wild that people are forming. All right, Mike. So, do you want to be here for? I'll give you an option, Mike, because we only have 20 minutes. Do you want to be here for my spending rant, or do you want to be here for black market?
Why not both? I'll be here as long as I can be.
Oh well, because I'm just saying I got to cut into what do you call it? I got to cut into Canyon Storm at 6. So one's like, it's probably going to take 20 minutes to go through all the stuff in black market. Maybe it won't, but I don't know. Just saying ahead of time if you had a preference.
Nope, not at all.
All right. I'll go through the spending gets rants. You guys are gonna give me up. What's up, Sag? Welcome in, buddy. The rants are more fun, but the black market's more useful. All right, let's just do the black market. Let's do the black market, and see where we go from there. And then we can talk about it. It should be all right. Okay. So here's the thing about the black market. The black market used to be pretty much a spender's paradise, as we talked about. We never had any problems in regards to high spenders. We would just buy out the store. I could get as much black market money as I wanted to, really. I've never run into the fact of being like, oh, well, I gotta wait. I might not be able to get this, or I might not be able to get that. Never. I would buy whatever the hell I wanted, whenever I wanted. And that's just not reality now. Reality is I don't know what we're gonna get. I bought the packs. I don't remember what the packs are, because I already bought them. But I think there's 3 packs that you can buy, right? What is it? 5, 10, and 20, I think. $20, right? I don't know what the hell they are. I'll have to look at what it is to actually look at the value now for them, because I don't remember what they are. I just know that there's only 3 of them, and it's a light spend at this point to get them. It was like 5, 10, and 20, I think. However, it is daily, so it's expensive in the long run for you folks that are light spenders even out there, to think that you're going to be able to do that on a daily basis to do it. But you can do it. You can do. So I really want to look at this from a free-to-play player's lens as we go through some of these options, and know that, listen, if you're only going to have a few thousand to spend, things that are $500 goes quick. Like if it's 500 black market cash, it goes very fast for things. So I really want you to be the judge. To me, it stood out what should be your top priority for when you look at all of the black market items that are out there. All right. So there's a couple things that you definitely want to go after if you have the opportunity. It's really 3 things that stuck out to me. The first one is cores. So armament cores are incredibly important if you are a free-to-play, low-spend person. T11s, there's a reason people are spending $40,000, whatever the hell it ends up costing to get their T11s, are incredibly strong. And if you do the math, let me just tell you for myself, I spend every single month on Glitter event. It costs me around $400 just for the dump of cores that I get from Glitter. I do it month to month, okay? And by doing that, I just completed the helmet for 3 stars. All right, now there's 4 things that you need to get, right? You get the helmet, the armor, the glove, and what the hell was the last one? Let me go look. The shield, the glove, and the gun. That's what it's, the gun. So I'm only 3 stars. So that means that I still have to go through this one time and finish it. And then I have to go back around and get a 4th star, and I have to do it again. I can tell you, every time I spend $4 in glitter event, it gets me around 50-60% on each category. That's it, folks. 50-60% is all I'm getting out of that money dump, which means it's going to take me probably 6 months, close to that, to get through these 3 stars, which means I then have to go through it again, which would mean it's another 8 months. So even if I'm a high spender going through this, getting glitter every month, it's going to take me 14 months to finish my T11s from how I'm doing it through glitter. That's how long it's going to take. That's the investment it takes to go through T11. It is no joke, right? So anytime, and I mean anytime, you can get cores and you can come across them, please do it, especially if you have not unlocked your T11s. And by far, even going through it with that 1st star, it is incredibly powerful across the board. The return on investment through 1 star is very, very good. You know, as the majority of these things in this game we've talked about, as you continue to go through and you get the more advanced things, you know, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, things start to calm down. You're not going to get the same value you get out of the 4 stars as you did out of the 1st star. That's how majority things are in this game anyway, right? It's just not worth the same value. So no surprise there. But I will tell you that it is incredibly important for you as a free-to-play and low-spend to push your T11s. Okay, so going back to the... Where were my T11s? What was I? Okay, in the events. All right, let's go through the items. So right on my list right there, 5, 10, 20 bucks, 800, 1,000, and 2,000 cash. Okay, thank you, Sags. Appreciate it. So you're about to get 3,800 in cash to run out. I get nervous as I'm going through this, and I'll show you. We'll go through it. I get nervous I'm going to run out. So I have not been buying everything because I get very nervous. I'm trying to send. As I get towards the end of it, my last few days, or maybe I'll get in a groove where I trust I'm going to end up more. I just get nervous I'm going to be presented with cores, which I want and I want to have. And this is the cheap discount, by the way. Normally the cores are about 500, I think. Or 300. 300. Man, smoking deal. Got to get those cores. As many cores as you can possibly get. I 100% get. All right. Number 2 on my list here that you have to get. Don't run out of black market cash and sell yourself short. You have to get Deco. We cannot get Deco anywhere in this freaking game anymore. This is your opportunity to get Deco. Now, all Deco is not created equal. Okay, it's incredibly expensive. So what Deco are you buying is really going to be important. I'm going to let you judge that for yourself as you move through and buying the Deco. What I will tell you is, though, if you sit here and you spend 1,000 on the gold Deco box, when a lot of these items are not that great compared to the other Deco items, it's a lot of money. That's 1,000 for one piece. Now, I understand it's 1,500 from the others, but go look at the stats on these free Deco items that are in these gold chests. The stats on them are nowhere near what you're going to get for the other gold Deco you're trying to save for, which is really, let's be honest, it's got to be your damage reduction. You're after spending as much as you need to get your damage reduction. That is what it is. You do not. I'm going to leave this up to you, and I'm going to tell you, does it have value? Sure. Again, any Deco in the game has value. So I'm not going to say it doesn't have value, because any Deco in this game at this point has value. It's a real deal. They shut it down because it's so overpowered. It's 100% good. But I will say 1,000 is a lot to spend if at any time you do not have the 500 for 50 universal, because turning those universals into a damage reduction Deco is well worth the extra 500 you're spending trying to get the lower powered stats deco that you're pushing for. Not to mention, there are many ways in the game that give you gold deco chests. If you win Canyon Storms or Desert Storms, they often give it to you. There's other ways you can get it. You can get a gold chest in Bounty Hunter. If you wanted to get one chest or two chests, you can actually save and buy some of the chests that are in Bounty Hunter if you wanted to. So there are other ways to get them. It's just the universal deco is so hard, people. I can't have you buying anything else on this freaking chart and running out of money for if you get an option for that universal deco and you don't have any more black market cash, you done fucked up. Period. You done fucked up. You're gonna be very upset at yourself. So just make sure you have enough. And I can tell you that's where I'm standing. I'm 100% going through here knowing it's 500 for that damn universal, and I don't want to spend all my money. I'm nervous. What if I all of a sudden get two of those decos on one page? And I'm like, oh shit, I need that. 500. Oh shit. Okay. That's important. I'm also going to tell you they have select decos that are at discounts here for these. These are good deco options. Now, they're not the best. They're not damage reduction, unfortunately. I don't know why the game did this, especially since they limited the amount of damage reduction people do. Oftentimes, to be honest with you, by the way, the high spenders and really high spenders that spent on money and up their deco, they did damage reduction. A lot of them through even level 5s. You know what I mean? Like, they're uncomfortably past damage reduction decos. Level 6s. So, I don't know why free-to-play and low spend, they don't really push and allow you to get a damage reduction deco, but anyway, I digress. Listen, it's better than the gold deco box, and you're actually spending more for the gold deco box than you are here. These are only 800. Now, you have to get them, and they're considered at a discount. Don't forget, it's 1,500 universal to get one of these, but it is one of the crit damage ones, and it is one of the boost skill damage ones. So, although I would prefer the damage reduction, I say that deco is, again, deco, and incredibly important. Try to get at any opportunity they do that for. Okay? Yes, easy. Great point. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He's 100% right. Train. I just bought a train, and I think I have 2 of them on here. Gold decos. Now, not to say you have to buy a train. I'm just showing there's 2 decos here. If you go here and you get the deco, you can sit here and end up getting the 2 decos. So there's another way to obtain deco if you choose that. So yeah, great point there. Easy. Elite. Okay. So that is the deco. Now, the last one that I want to go over that's incredibly important to me to go over is the bond badges. Bond badges got cut. You only can get 20 now per month in Bounty Hunter. They're like almost becoming rare at this point to try to pound through the amount of bond badges you need to continue to push through on the Overlord. For the number one thing for the Overlord, to me at that point, is to push that bond rating, especially if you haven't gotten to the point of the resistance damage going up, because that resistance damage goes up to 45%. You really want the Overlord for your defense to absorb punishment. It's the same reason you can't love somebody like McGregor and argue how good McGregor is and then not love what the Overlord does when you lift that resistance damage. It's a damage sponge. That's all it is. So you want to lift that damage reduction as high as you can. Bond badges are incredibly worth it to get here. Again, this is the discount selling for 500. That's a hefty price to get, and that's the only way to get it is through the discount. They don't have it here on the regular. Okay, so as I move forward, those to me are the main things. There are some things that are good. You can obviously get some good buys here if you're looking for exclusive weapons. You're sitting here at 60. If your exclusives are not high enough and you're still trying to push 30, you're likely going to want to get exclusive weapons. Understandable, but again, I put all of those other things above exclusive weapons. I don't care where you are in the game, because those other things you can't grab anywhere else. Here in exclusive weapons, you can. So bond badges, you just are like, they're so way more. Bond badges are a lot harder to get than exclusive weapons are. And same with cores. You need so many cores. I mean, when I talk about getting 50% and spend $400 to get 50% through the T11s, really, guys, that's like that's only 1,000 that you're getting from the event for that money. So here, if you can get 5 of them and you're getting them every single day, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, that's a crap ton of cores you can get. So, but exclusive weapons, I understand if you're going for those, that's 60. I get it. I do not say anything for these ore chest. Please stay away from anything ore. Anything ore. Do not waste a single black market dollar on ore. Grrr. Grrr. Please. Ugh. God, it's me up a wall with you people with ore. Leave ore alone. Who gives a shit about ore? You'll get plenty of it. Just wait. Just wait. Ore comes in. I'm in this situation right now, guys. I'm not getting ore. I'm trying to fill my team up, and I just... I will not spend on ore. Ever. Skill medals. Skill medals. You don't need to spend on skill medals either, by the way. You get them through your arms race every single day. These are things that happen on a non-black market days. You can get plenty of skill medals. So you don't need to worry about skill medals. There's no need to justify it. The Overlord skill medals. I have never purchased Overlord skill medals for anything. And I'm almost like, I'm behind some people, but I'm like I maxed out Brutal Roar, and I think I'm like level 37 on another one. I don't care. I just don't give a shit. Overlord's not powerful enough for me to care to spend it. Eventually, I'll get enough skill medals and acquire them to push the Overlord. It's just not going to waste my black market cash on it. No. Sorry. Not going to happen. On any of this stuff. I just don't waste any black market cash on it. So the gear parts, my argument to you would be to not do gear parts. I know that gear parts are hard to get. There is a weekly thing that I spend money on to get gear parts throughout the month. If you're short gear parts, you need them, good. But don't forget, Zombie Siege gives you a bunch of gear parts for free. So if you participate in one Zombie Siege and you get those buses and stuff, and you actually are able to defend, and you're part of that, you'll actually get more than 20 in one of the Zombie Siege defenses. So think about that. You get more than that, and it's 400. So it's not that they're not valuable for you, especially if you're trying to push towards 200, level 200 on drone. I'm not saying they're not, but I am just going to say that there are other places that you're pounding away at these gear ores at this level. It's not like it's saying, hey, we're going to give you 100 drone parts for 400. It's saying 20. Okay, so let's not the value. 400 is a lot. 400 is, look at, I can get almost 15 cores for the price of 20 gear parts. I can tell you in a heartbeat which one I think is more valuable. I mean, come on. It's crazy. So anyway, that's pretty much where I'm at for where I would rank these things. I get it, $400 for Overlord shards. You're trying to push a few levels of Overlord shards. You don't get them as much. I get it. Let's just remember, though, when you do cap your Overlord and you finish it, you're going to continue to acquire these things, and then you're going to have extra. And right now, they haven't said one thing that you could do with the extra ones. So if you keep going at your same pace, eventually you will max out that gorilla, and you're not going to be able to do anything with the extra ones. So that is that argument to me as far as what priority order I would say of how I'm ordering things. Let's see. Oh, I mean, there's little I can make an argument against skill chip choice, by the way. 4,000 is pretty much blowing your wad on something, because you're not going to get 4,000 very often. I will say, though, it's a choice chest, and because it's a choice chest, I can't make an argument against it. Skill chips are about as rare as anything else I just discussed with you, if not worse. It takes you forever to get any kind of skill chips. I would look at the only argument I make against skill chip choice. I don't think I would tell you, like, you fucked up by doing it, but I will say it is 4,000, and you can get a lot of the shit we just talked about for that 4,000. So it's kind of like I can fill up my grocery carriage with like a whole bunch of this other stuff, or I can get one skill chip, right? So That's very difficult to argue that you should do that, but at the same point, I can't down anybody. Skill chips are incredibly important in this game. I would just say if I was in your shoes and I had to make the choice, I would go get the bundle of other stuff, including deco and cores, and all that other stuff that we just talked about, before I would dump in 4,000 into one thing when I just don't have a lot. That's all. 3,000, I would not do it all. By the way, if I get this one, I just let it go. Let it go, because this one's random. This could end up on your, if you're sitting there and your first team is like missile, right? And then your tank is your third team. This chip could end up on your tank third team. And then what? You spent 3,000 black market cash on something you don't even going to use. This is on your third team. So 100% just let this one go. Let it go and only use that one. All right. I'm behind. I'm going to start Canyon Storm in 30 seconds. So I went through all that stuff. Any you want to add, Mike?
I usually just buy out the whole entire top row. That's the, if I'm going through, I'm just buy.
Oh, you're buying all the
Except for
values?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just because I don't have as much, and those are like, wow, I'm far away. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, so I buy out the whole thing because I don't have as much bucks as a lot of other people do. So I'm figure that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I think for me that's my biggest thing is the deals are great, but you're definitely eventually you run out, like if you buy everything. Although, are you buying ore, Mike?
No.
Oh, gonna make sure I got my team. Okay, Mike. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Like the bottom line, to go through and get all that top stuff, but don't. I would just say do not buy the ore. That's just the number one thing. If I had to pick one thing, and I'm like, please just don't waste your money on, it's 100% that. I don't know why this person I'm playing at Canyon Storm is letting me take 8,600 from them. Did they just move?
I don't know, but I'm in Canyon Storm as well, and
Oh, can I not tell?
3 people just swarmed me, and every single one of them didn't even hit my base. They're losing like 3,000 plus every time.
Port next to. See. There we go. Come on, Bandit. Come on, Bandit. Bring it. Bring the noise. Don't you know people leave fires leave on the way out? You know that? Two birds, one stone. Feel that.
Yeah, I'm convinced when someone attacks you and they see a number, that they automatically think that's what they got off of you. They don't pay attention to that. They come back and fire.
What do you mean, the third, like the count that pops up, the 3,700 or whatever?
Yeah. So like when they hit you and they're losing troops, it's their troop count that's actually there. And yeah, it's funny.
Denali just carry him. Good job, Denali. Let's see. How is 4 doing? Oh, wow. 4 is busy, huh? Maybe I got to jump over to 4. Loud. Ellie's got that covered. Let me go from behind. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, 32. Right. Well, I got him stuck now because he only has 1,000 left. So I just have to wait for him. Oh yeah, 8,000 right here. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. What I was waiting for. Well, I got a number 2. Bang him. Too busy looking at my number 1. Who does number 2 work for? You know what movie, Mike? What movie that is? No?
No.
Anybody out there know? Who does number 2 work for? Wait. Double them up. 1 and a 2. 1-2 punch. Boom. Gone. All right, let's move over here. I mean, these guys are giving up some troops, man. Like 8,000, 5,600. It's crazy. Like, manage your wall. There you go. All right, Phil, I got hope for you yet. You're managing your wall. Oop. Can I get a boom? I love Canyon Storm, Mike. I'm a fan.
Oh, it's so fun.
You
And so many good battle reports.
you participate in Canyon Storm?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, you're in it.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I need to follow people. I'm gonna start doing that on Desert Storm. I think. Like, I didn't enter. I was gonna see if I have time this week. I didn't enter Desert Storm. I was actually going to try to more like actually watch Desert Storm and talk through it and show people like all of Desert Storm rather than when I'm in it, it's just like staring at me at one building. And I don't, go from the viewing experience that great. I'm gonna have to go on Discord chat too. Look at that, Mike. I'm getting rid of 3 of them. Oh, you can't see. Why am I talking to you? You're doing your own Desert Storm. And you. Like, Mike, come on. Admire my handiwork. I was getting to see a number 1 team in last war. Now, Mike, did you see that?
You officially got it?
We officially are ranked in last rank.fun. We are officially the #1 team.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I thought so. Burn. Burn.
No, I just like the it's fun with a strategy when you're not used to certain things, like when someone goes starts attacking you, you know, to send your squad back, especially if you know they're going to bounce off of you because they're, you know, you get if your troop is defeated at theirs, their return is much slower than attack. So that trying to figure out the timing on that and everything is like it's just fun.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of counter fighting. $3,500. Oh, that is #1.
But it's going to be interesting when we start Gold Vein.
Oh, that's right. When is that coming up for you?
The factions or whatever are being picked right now.
Oh, you're week 1. Gotcha.
Yep.
So it's funny because they call that week 1, even though you're. Yeah, you're gonna have a blast with that. Hold on. Somebody give me a field hospital. Lacking in my. I get on live and been on in a while, so a lot on app. All thanks to Mufasa. Yeah, Mufasa's good peoples. Mufasa is good peoples. I did not get on Discord. Slack and Mike. Bad mouthing me. Yo, I'm on now. Yeah, what do you want? You got it. See? Just in the nick of time. It does. His cannons are running. Hey, the hell? Please. Oh, did he get through me? Oh, I was like, what? What the hell was that? I thought. Bitch. Bitch, you're going bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Come on, Boomer. What you got on my drink, Boomer? You got 82.8. Oh, he's... Not worth it. Not worth it. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Can I move? There's guns everywhere. I hate freaking cannons suck. Freaking cannons. Oh, it's that Boomer guy. Oh, good. Here he comes. Yeah, I get you. As long as you come over and try to hit me, I got you. We got 150. We're only up by 11,000. 9 minutes left. Ah. Eat the computer. I should be able to port this guy. Oh, almost. One more. Gotcha. Later. I've been trying to get that guy out of here. He came right back. What kind of damage are you doing? Let me see. Oh, you can't even get through my second one. I ain't worried about you. You go ahead and keep hitting me, bro. Jesus, there's so many people here right now. It's crazy. Is my come on, where's my tower? Oh, damn, I shouldn't. Take all you fuckers up. Fuck right off.
Do you have any certain rules or anything regarding um like subs? Do you have like a they team up with a sub and not a strategist, but the I can't remember the word that is where you can just go in and the beginning.
What do you mean? In the like,
Like
we have
some
sub.
some people team up. Like there's a sub and I'm gonna call them normal because I can't think of the word. The normal one. And so when the starter alcohol actually is ready, then they have their assigned sub to go in for them. Or do you do anything like that, or just
Yeah,
people pop
there's
out whenever they want?
basically there's subs that are set to come in for specific people. I want cannons, man. Killing me, bro. Fuck. Another cannon. Fuck are these cannons coming from, man? Christ.
Your nightmares.
Oh, oh.
I don't know what to say. Is it Babo or I'm just gonna call you Bob in chat. I can barely keep track of what's happening in the fight right now. I see everyone on fire, and I don't even
Who?
think I could
Our fight?
call it. Yeah, yeah. Someone, Bob said I should be the commentator for your fight,
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, I can't even
I'm so
follow.
lost in it right now. I'm just like, there's like a minute Doberman is screaming in my ear right now on what to do. what the team needs to do, and I'm watching my teams and squads trying to send. I'm overextending my squad because there's only 40 seconds left. Guys, see this guy? This guy's hitting me and he's beating me. But yeah, he's got me for another 2,000. 1,004, 3, 2. Got it. Woo! Damn. Damn, that was close. Wow. Crazy. Crazy shit. Crazy. I gotta calm down, Mike. I'm like, whew, man. All jacked up, bro. All adrenaline. So I play this game.
It's
So much
exciting.
fun, man. So much shit. You're trying to
Like
figure out.
like in certain things,
Wow.
like especially like Buster,
Ooh.
like my hands will literally shake because I'm so excited and the adrenaline's pumping, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, Canyon's my favorite. So I was like, yeah, Canyon. Anytime we have one Canyon, I'm like, fuck. It's so wild. Congrats, yeah. Congrats to Dober. I think Dober ended up with MVP. Is it the history? Who was that? I think Dober. Yeah, so Dober got MVP. Man, hell of a thing. The 163 and 406. That was good. That was a good challenge. My God, that was wild. Whew. Settle down a little bit. Shit. Freaking jacked up, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Every time we have this event, I thought normally I don't. Normally, actually, I stay away from Thursdays. I don't do Canyon live because I know how like quiet I get. I don't know that's that great of a stream when I get like completely silent on it. I try to stay away from these fights because I know when I get involved and what I'm doing like 3 things at once, and I'm monitoring the space where I'm jumping, if I'm attacking a building, if I'm going to attack people, who on the team needs help, where do we need help, all that stuff. I have like a earpiece in that you guys can't hear while we're doing this battle. So I just get too involved, and then I forget the mic's even here. And so usually with Mike, I do Mike on Wednesdays, and then oh, that sounded horrible. Usually I have Mike on the show on Wednesday. Usually I have the Mike on the show on Wednesdays, and then Thursdays we take off. But obviously we were gone for too long. Needed to come back immediately and catch up with my man Mike.
Yeah, man.
Here is last rank, Mike. Just so you can see it now. Here are the alliances. We are now ranked number 1. It's been this way for quite a few days. So UXW is and last rank.fun ranked the number 1 alliance in Last War. Power. For power. So there you go. How about that? What do you got to say about them apples, Mike?
Honestly, I it's awesome. Congratulations to your alliance. That's amazing. I mean, you got these. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't care. Can't ever take it away now. Just to achieve number 1 at some point in time is a blast. So, And also,
OCS down there.
also want to know what's funny on 96? If you click on Sticks and Stones, they tried to stack up their number one team now. Did you notice that?
No. I have
So
not.
they now have Stickmin, Stones Count, and Abria all in the same alliance. So they have 3 VIP 18 accounts in the same alliance. As opposed to before they were spreading them out. So it's all stacked up. All stacked up, but still down here. Still 8th. So yeah, number one. And by the way, I also want to shout out, we just did a little while ago. We told we talked about Top and Hulk 99. They're building a whole squad over there. We talked about them donating the gifts for the coordinates list. By the way, go discord.gg coordinates list and go enter into the giveaway for the rewards. What is he giving away, Mike? What is Hulk 99? It's a blimp and a what? Not a lion. It was blimp and a castle? Castle. Blimp and a castle. But look, they've already worked their way up to the 11th top team, Mike, in last war in top.
That's impressive.
It is impressive considering they've only been doing it for, a few seasons. You got Goose, who's number one. Awesome. Hulk 99 right here. Man, by the way, donating those gifts. So thank you, Hulk, for donating on behalf of the WWC. Big fan, brother. And oh my God, it's so crazy because all of these folks are the people that I played with on my team. Like heartbreaking to see some of the people that are here because I love them. I love them like fighting brothers. Man, we went down swinging, fighting like you wouldn't believe. These are my guys. Always gonna be my guys no matter what server I'm on. Fuck you is here. You got Tag Wolf, Clam Hammer, Hulk. These are all on my team, man. When we were on, trying to see what we got. Yeah, those are the main guys over there. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to show you. So UXW made it up there, top of the mountain. Fun to be at top of the mountain. You just say it. Elite says, who's in your Meteor grouping? Oh, are you in there, buddy? Are you in the Meteor grouping? $118, not you. $118.96, $122 and $139. Is that what you mean, elites? I thought you were gonna throw like say 114 was in there. The giveaway does end in 6 days. We'll be back 7 days, I think. Actually, it was 7 days. Hey, Mike, just to update, the Hot Tub King is winning the VIP 18. Everybody likes the Hot Tub King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What when I was there, they it was Frankie's Gator.
Oh, 41%.
So they pulled forward. Yeah.
It's a
Look at that.
good chunk. Good chunk.
I really wish you could do more because it would be fun, I think, to do this every time.
I know.
But usually it is 4. We had some crazy 11 bases at once, but but usually it's 4. So hopefully that'll even out. So we can have all 4 in there.
Yeah. So a couple things I just wanted to secret test. Okay. Quick. I wanted to just finish. I didn't do the black market. So I kind of show you from a black market perspective for myself. So, as I told you, we went through all the black market stuff. For those of you that missed it, by all means, go through as far as how I feel about the black market, free to play, low spend, what you guys should be focusing on, and where you should be going. So, I did not do mine. I waited. And so, for me, obviously, or off limits completely, never going to happen. Gear parts, I do like it. However, I will tell you, gear parts, 15 gear parts for 500 black market cash seems like a lot. If I run into a stretch of like of the cores or decos that I want to get, I don't want to have chosen gear parts over deco or the cores. So I'm just shy with spending this right now. Maybe if I had like a lot more cash, maybe if I got to like 14,000 or something and I wasn't finding a lot and I came back around and I was getting gear parts, maybe I would do it. But right now, not a thing. Yeah, I'm not doing it. So I can show you what I'm buying. So here, this is yes, gonna do this again, or 200. I don't care about even the value, or I'm not gonna spend a nickel on anything or related. It's not gonna happen. So there's a perfect example, Mike. Here's a value, 200, and I'll tell you what. All the time it says 1,000 to 10,000 randomly you can get for ores. I never on these lucky chests get anything worthwhile. Like it's always like 1,000 or 2,000. Like I never get anything. Speed ups. I actually use speeds. 10 is low for me for the amount of speed ups. You guys just saw. I went through like 6 days or something in Canyon. I'm always dropping speeds, so this is a yes. And here it comes. See, it presented itself. See what I mean? 500. I got to use 500. This is my number one thing that I want. So I cannot run out for that. Don't care about these and exclusives. I already have exclusive 30 across the board. I get exclusives in a lot of different places. For me, I'm not using my black market cash on exclusives. Now, that could be different for free to play, low spend, depending on where you are. You may not be getting it. And for you, this may be a great opportunity for you to grab a bunch of exclusives to push your guys to level 30 on your first team. So I totally understand if you wanted to do that direction. I would just say, as a caveat, remember, make sure you have enough left in case a core pops up or a deco pops up, a universal deco, because you're definitely going to want those over exclusives. But I myself am all level 30. I'm only doing after exclusive 30 stuff, so I don't really give a shit. See, there we go. Look at that. Boom. 600 right off the rip on this one that I need to have. Boom. I need this. And I need this. Yes for the speed up, and it's only 10. So I'll go for this. I'll get the speed ups again. I do not do these. Now, this is an interesting one because a lot of you are like Valor, right? So Valor, everybody likes to spend on Valor and do Valor. I do not think this is a good deal or how I want to use my black market cash for Valor. And it's not actual Valor that I don't think is necessarily worth it if you're trying to push Valor for mastery and you don't spend. Remember, by the way, I don't spend on Valor either, outside of, like I said, a couple trains and the spending bonuses that they created for Valor. Other than that, I don't buy them from events and different things. It is what it is. This is 50. As we know, for Valor, you can't do shit with 50. Like, you need 1,500 Valor, 2,000 Valor to even push an item for it. So to give me 50 for 500 just seems so weak to me for the Valor, especially with the Valor that I'm getting from Versus every single day, or the Valor that I get from 3v3. So I guess I can understand it. If you're not in 3v3, you're so weak, you don't acquire Valor at all, I guess it becomes kind of the only way you can get it. Okay. But for me, no, not for 50. Nope. Not going to do it. Free, yes. 10 for speed up, okay. It's on the bargain, so 60 for an exclusive weapon. Okay. I will say yes. I guess. Even this, I'm kind of like, do I really care? I just don't care. I get so many exclusive weapons. I just don't care. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. And this isn't a choice chest, skill chip chest, 300. If I want it, I can buy it at Glitter. For me, this is a no. For you, it should be a no too, because it's, again, this isn't the random choice one. This is the skill chip chest. So, a no. Yes. And here's another one for 60. Do the skill. You guys can get these in arms race. Them everywhere. So, no. Yeah, I don't buy them, Billy. I don't buy them, brother. It's awful. I have it planned out. I have it planned out. There will be a WWC. If I'm still playing the game, there will be a WWC celebration at around the end of 2027 or 2028 when I'm able to get tactical. Because I don't give a shit. I'm not doing it. All right, let's see. This is free. I like it. 400 for 20. Just seems so much. When I can buy these gear parts. None of this entices me right now. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off. By holding off, it allows me, if I do get like a choice chest for 4,000 for those things, I'll get them. Blueprints. I'm still getting blueprints, so if blueprints pop, I'll take those. I just don't. Nothing on this moves me. Yes. No. Yes. Oh, yes. Here's the cores. Yes, thank you. Speed ups. Anytime I'm gonna, guys, it is what it is for me. I have to play a different game sometimes than you may look at this. For me, anytime I get speed ups, I need to buy it. It doesn't matter. Not that it's a good deal. It's just, I got it. I have to buy it. Have to. Speed ups for me are backbone. You guys, if you guys just watch me play Canyon, you saw me use 6 days on speed ups. So I have no choice. I just need them. So anytime I see speed ups, but that's for me, not necessarily for you. You may not use them anywhere near as often as I use them or need to use them. Oh yeah, look at, here we go. Here we go. Cores. Love it. Yes. Yes. I'll do the 10 speed ups. Yep. No. Oof. Do I want to spend it on a gold for my wall? I get a ton of these, but I don't buy them. You know, I could buy them if I wanted to, though. I'm not going to do it. Yes. Never for ore. Yes, here's more cores. Yes, for the cores. No. I'll save all that. All right, and that's it. So I have 5,400 left over. So as I say, we got a long way to go. But look how many cores I'm getting, man. So good for T11s. Guys, I don't know where are my cores stored. I got exclusives. I didn't even get them in that thing, and I got exclusive weapons. Where do they put? Is it down here? Oh, 423. So I'm up to 423 cores now. And guys, I just emptied out on Tuesday when I did this. And since then, I've gotten 423. So if you want to know how they're going to let you catch up for T11s and you're waiting for an opportunity when their game is going to give you more cores, you're getting it. You guys saw how many cores I just got in doing that. So please keep pounding away on those cores, guys. You're making a huge stretch. Like, think about this. So I have 423 right now. And there's 1,000 in glitter costs $400. So you want to figure out financially how much it costs. There you are. It's a great deal. So that's what I'll be doing. Again, this may change as I go and I see how much I'm storing up for black market cash. I used 3,000 black market cash today just in the stuff I bought, and I was incredibly selective in what I was buying right there, and I used about 3,000. So I'll pull another 3,000 in from spending, but you may not be spending. And if you're not spending, you can't refresh like I just did. So as you can see, you can go through it very fast on just picking the things that I talked about. Anything to add, Mike?
No,
I
I
still
mean
have Mike. Mike.
I'm close to the T11s, but I have not received them yet.
Oh, you don't have T. Oh, you're behind though. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and I really haven't put much towards them. I'm at the final stage of finally getting them, where it's like you need 200 or whatever, and so I'm getting there.
Unlocking them is really good. Very good. Very wise. You to do that, Ralph. You're gonna like it as you move forward. But it's difficult. It's difficult to actually move them because, like I said, I'm doing I'm emptying glitter of all those cores and still behind. I can't tell you. You know how many people have already? How many people have already completed like the T11s? At least are on like the last stretch of the 4-star on 118. It's crazy. There's like 6 people or something that already have done it. Wild. I look at the chart when I'm in there and I'm like, geez, look at these people in front of me. It's crazy. I know how much I put into it. See them and I'm like, holy crap.
What do you mean by the chart?
On your T11s, if you go into the building of T11s, you can look at the rankings and see how far everybody else is along in T11s.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
no.
Have you not done that?
No.
Yeah, so go, you know where you fight the horrible boss fights? In the tower?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you go in there and if you click in it, in the top right side, there's a chart you can click on, and it'll show you where everybody else is with their T11 progression. Do you not have that?
I'm in. It brings me to restricted area training.
Yes. Yeah, in top right, you have two options up there. One of them like a chart.
Yeah, and that just shows their restricted area
Right.
progress.
Which is essentially their progress at T11. So you can like, unless they're not doing it, like they can only go so far based on how much they do in T11s. So it tells you without telling you where they are in T11s.
I see what you mean. Okay, you can infer from that, not
Yeah,
so much of like,
100%.
here's the T11 screen. Gotcha.
Exactly. It doesn't necessarily, it's not 1 for 1, but you can kind of figure it out. But once you get to 4-star, it doesn't do it anymore because it caps out at whatever. Oh, I can't beat Vulture. I have to whip through these real quick because I'm gonna run out of time. Another thing that I am still moving right along though. In as a farmer QB in the 3v3, Mike. Tank.
I love it. I've always been an engineer.
Boss is incredibly strong. 2 out of 3. I beat him. Oh, Captain Bill, he's strong too. Not sure. We'll try missile and tank. Nope. How close did I come here? Oh, barely. He's barely holding on against me. I could look at that fight again. Okay, so I could try Marshall on Swift. I could flip those. Yeah, sometimes these are difficult.
And the sucky thing sometimes is you spend all this time getting all arranged, and all of a sudden it's they're like, oh, their rank changed. You can't fight them anymore.
Oh, for arena, you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that always kills me. I'm like, I get all excited and then arrange it. I'm like, oh, I can finally take them, and it's like a battle, and
And then
they're like, ah, sorry, sucker,
yeah.
you took too long.
I'm happy you did all that work. Now let us pull it back on you. See, Mike. Can I beat Mike here? 92, 89. Okay, I'm going to try to put. Oof. Barely held on.
Hey, thanks, Billy Ray. That is good to know.
What is?
He said, that's it, Mike. You can use Hedge's calculator to see how much troop power is needed for a given level in the restricted area training, and then you'll know how far someone is with their T11s.
That hedgehog is something else.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's always up to something. Black glove. All of these people, by the way, that I'm beating right now, guys, you talked about like me being a farmer, they're all ahead of me in THP. I don't know if we can see it. Like I know there's a couple guys that no matter what I can't beat, but Mashy, I know I can think that. All right, let me finish this, guys. Once I finish this, I'll get into the spending rant that we'll end on.
You're going to get a cheer going again. Rant, rant, rant.
Oh, I'm telling you, the WWC absolutely hates my health. That's one thing for sure. That you think that they're your people, like if they back you and stuff. Oh my god, they just want to see me have a heart attack. I'm telling you. Like, look how good. If he's getting upset, yes, I'm tuning in.
Well, it's definitely you hit the honest points that a lot of people feel.
Well, the problem is, like, it'd be great if it was like, oh, it would be fun because I'm putting it on. Like, oh, he just wants to make an entertaining show and he put it on. But the truth of the matter is, it just erupts. Like, it's just in me. You know what I mean? It's just the truth of what I get irritated by, and then it comes out. So it's, I wish it was kind of like pretend scripted anger or something. Then I'd be all over it. And I'm like, oh yeah, rants, sure. Rants. Nope. All right, so we got 9 more. What do we got left? Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna be able to do them all. I won't get them all in. Waited too long. I'm just gonna have to lose, and I was moving too. I gotta try to get them in. Let's see. Can I get all the battles in? Is the question. 5. Can I do 5 in like 1 minute? Hey, look at that. I'm just hitting it randomly. I still won 2 fights. Hope lost that one. I'm not doing matchups anymore. What are we doing? We got 1 minute. Ballsy. 2 more. 2 more. Flapjack. Oh, he's tough too. I think just go. I beat him. Cool. 1 more. Smashy. Yep. Yep. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Got it. Woof. Tough. Yesterday, I was able to get in the top 10 yesterday, Mike. I was able to push and get in the top 10, but tonight I'm like 15. So tomorrow we'll see if I can make some headway. Make some headway. Yeah, these guys are all stronger than me. I mean, like, I'm 251, and clearly these 3 are ahead, and then 251. So 71, 66, 77, 57, 59. Thanos is there at 232. Then 258, 255, 58, 52, 53. Yeah, here's 59. Yeah, so there are literally like 16 people stronger than me in this thing. But I can still get in the top 10. Like where Thanos is 232. I can get where Thanos. Yesterday, I think I got to 6th. But all right, so let's end our thing. We got Hot Tub King. So let's just take credit for that. Good. Hot Tub King. Let's probably tell him. Maybe I'll message him and let him know. Oh, we had a tie, Mike. We had a dead heat. Yeah. It was Hot Tub King and Frankie's Gator.
Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Now I feel like we'll do now we gotta have a tiebreaker.
Well, you know what? This what I will do is I will take the Oh, you're putting that up. Okay, I was going to say I can go.
I'm going to see if they now they can only choose between one or the other. So whoever voted for Tanato and TM, those votes got to go to Hot Tub King and Frankie's Gator. Maybe it won't break. Maybe it'll just be what it is. You don't know. What were you going to do?
Already all over the place. No, I was going to say I can go out and get their stories, and then we could use that for the next week's. But no, let's do it. I mean, I'll still reach out, but
yeah. Okay. So do you want to be you want to listen to the rant, Mike?
I will listen for as long as I can. I do have to get up, going upstairs to see the kids soon.
All right. Well,
they don't have school, but
you drop off whenever you want. And also next time I'm on, whether it be Saturday or tomorrow. Oh, sugar. Check a message on my phone because I remembered what's his name? Slappy had messaged me about an email he sent to about to the developers about this issue. So, you know, like I said, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people. It's not necessarily the most popular opinion, but I shared it with him too. That's the thing. Like I'm sharing it with the folks that have a problem with this stuff. You know, that are VIP 18s and what and who they have as far as I just don't agree with the direction we're going of this for me personally, because I just think a lot of people are getting it wrong into why we're upset about this. Why, you know, I think this comes down to a fundamental disagreement that we had. I think we have to go back and in order to visit this topic, which we can do now, is kind of the spenders issue of where is this. And the real question is, with all the spending changes, what I'm going to pose to you and my opinion on this is, with all these spending changes, is the game better or or worse as we move forward with the game the way it is kind of like the fundamental overall question. But I think the bigger question that is being presented now is just the game better? But if it isn't, then who is the game worse for? Because I believe this is a spender problem. And I don't just mean like any kind of spending. I think this is an argument that is being made at the highest level for high spenders of VIP 18s. And I've heard it said a few times tonight. It sticks out constantly because this is one of the top things that comes, the argument that comes out from people. Well, it's fine. You'll just never be able to get caught up now. Well, that's okay. Nobody will be able to get caught up now. That's what I keep hearing over and over again. And what's also being tossed around in these emails and these messages to developers and different people is opinions of saying like, well, free to play is worse off because they can't get blah, blah, blah. What are we talking about? How is this any different than before? Where was the path and the road for free to play to catch up? And to who? Who were they catching up to? What was their target? What should have been their goal while playing the game that they were going to be able to get caught up to? Like a VIP 18? When do we think a free-to-play person was going to hit 140 million March? When do we think that was ever going to happen? Okay, so dial it back more. Who? What do you want to do? 100 million on a March? You want to go to high spender? I'm at 91 million right now. You want to go to a high spender? When do you think a free-to-play player is going to hit my March level of 91 million? And that's with the pack changes. If the pack changes weren't here, don't forget, free-to-play be staying the same. And what? There's an argument that I might be further ahead? Maybe I'll be 93 million March? Because I would have kept moving. They wouldn't have. The spending just makes me move, allows me to move, not them. So at what point is it not catching? Who's not catching up? Who are we talking about? And if it's not free to play, cool, then at least let's stop using that as an argument. Let's start throwing that word around. Let's stop using them as a crutch to make our argument. Because it's not them. It's not them who's being hurt by any of these changes that are going on. It's not them who's hurt when VIP 18 decides to sell their account or quit. When you start throwing around words, say, oh, this game's going to just go down in the shitter. It's going to turn into a farmer's paradise. I don't think that's free to play that you're trying to convince or yell at. They're all right. They're engineers. They're collecting. They have a different role all along when it comes to wars. They can't fight in the wars because they keep getting popped by the people that are 90 million and 120 million, 110 million. They can't participate the same way anyway. So when people start leaving, I think they start saying, man, maybe we have a chance to actually participate in the game differently. Not, oh, this is the end of days. Uh-oh. Now somebody's leaving. There may be other people that you're trying to hint at, and there may be other people that are trying, that the game has been changed. But when we start talking about bringing back daily packs and custom weekly packs, or, all these things that have disappeared in the game, don't use free to play. Free to play is a vast category in this game. Okay. I also want you to understand that. Like, don't just think you hear free to play and think those are the people from the start of this game that have never spent a dime. That doesn't make you free to play. If you bought Kim or you bought the extra builder pack or whatever, and you supported the game and you found like $5 and $10, that doesn't change. And they could be people who spent at one time but don't anymore. So don't just judge everybody by the fact of, oh, you must spend because look how your account is. Yeah, when I had a job, I spent. I don't anymore. When I was single 2 years ago and I started playing the game, I did. But now I have somebody in my life and I split bills with them and things like that. And there's other people I have to worry about. 2 years ago when I didn't have a child, yeah, I was spending. Now my life's changed, so my entertainment budget changes. So yeah, I don't spend anymore and I just play the game. I stop. So not everybody is just this category of free to play now. Have they always been? Or just spent a few bucks at some point in time? It's just a general category of people that don't spend. It's a general category. It's not a budget. It's somebody who plays the game and doesn't plan on spending. That's what free to play really is. And if they get a few dollars here or there, they find some change in the couch that they decide to roll up and buy, that's fine. But for the most part, they don't spend. But I think that this comes down to when we have this conversation, we get into, so if we eliminate free to play, which is what we need to do, we have to talk about light spend, and we have to talk about mid spend, and then we talk about high spend. And this fundamentally is broken down with what we've argued about in the past as far as what percent of this game is actually spending. And when they change these things and people start talking about, oh, they did it for the better, or they did it for whatever. And who knows why? I don't really care the cause of why we are today, where, like, the reason for why we are where we are. It's just we are where we are. And why, personally, I actually think it's better for the game to be where we are for people. So, and that becomes a low spender conversation that I've always said. So where we put people in categories of low spender and mid spender and high spender, right? And everybody just tosses these figures around. So being in the financial industry myself, we can pull back the curtain a little bit. And I can tell you, in the US, the median household income, I don't know if you all know it out there, what the actual median household income is. But it's $80,000. That's the median. Now, I wouldn't go judging people. That's the median household income. If you're out there right now, there's some people that are listening, some people right now that go, that's more than I make. And there's other people out there that are like, oh, wow, really? Because they make more than that. And they didn't know. So what can you make? What's $80,000 going to bring in per household? About $5,000 a month is around what you make after taxes. That's what it is. Now, there's other things that can come out of that. That's just $5,000 is what comes out. That's what you end up getting around after taxes. Then other people have something. So if you went to a financial advisor for yourselves, or you went to something, you wanted to take a loan for a loan officer, there's a specific percent calculation that you'll tell you. I stare at it constantly and can tell you that your after-tax income should be used for entertainment. Do you know what that is? Everybody know the percentage you're supposed to be using that goes in that entertainment bucket. 5%. It's just 5%. That's it. And that counts all of your expenses, by the way. That's everything. That's your Netflixes, you're going out to the movies, you're going to the bar, you want to go to a game. That's everything. Not just Last War. That's what you're supposed to have into your budget, which for a normal person, we throw around figures around in this game, but a normal person, that's $250 a month. That's what you should be spending on your entertainment budget when you're budgeting out everything. And if you didn't know that, now you know. But that's for a median $80,000 person, in this country of what you're making, and that's in the U.S. by the way, not foreign. Although a lot of foreign countries, U.S. actually is pulling in more salaries and jobs and different things, especially like the tech industry, things like that. People actually get paid more, but it's expenses and different things range everywhere as far as where you live. So I just went based on U.S. based because I figured, like you want to talk about the majority of people who listen to us anyway are U.S. So you can adjust based on where you are. So if you're saying $250 a month is supposed to be the entertainment the entertainment budget for the median income, right? Low spender, what we've has said is a low spender is $50 a month. I thought that was pretty fair coming up with that figure because ultimately that's 20% of your budget. That's 20% of your entertainment budget. And if you're doing that and you choose to do it in your entertainment, you can pretty much, depending on how you choose to spend your money or choose to spend your entertainment budget, you can do that pretty easily. If you were going to just throw $50 and say, oh, this is what I use it for, right? And then you get into mid-spenders that we've talked about, right? So what did we always say about from a mid-spender point of view, you're really looking at, like $50 to... $500 could be where that is. And so how you figure that, if you were at $500, you're doubling your entire entertainment budget for somebody that's making a median income. If you're doing $500. And then you get into high spenders, which we said is, basically over that, 500 to 1,000. How much are they going to spend, right? So we use that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a month is a high spend. Not a whale, by the way. We still haven't even gotten into whale category. That's only 1,200, 3,000. That's high spenders. That's where high spenders go. Which is like $24,000 a year on just last war. It's wild, right? But people make different things, so it's their budget's obviously going to be differently. So spending based on different guidelines is how you use it. But if you used the median income and you said somebody is trying to justify spending like let's say they were a high spender. Let's say it's $2,000. If you're using that same justification we just figured out for a 5% budget, and they were spending $2,000, and they were doing it properly based on how financially sorts that out, they'd have to make like $480,000 a year in order to cover that. Yeah. Do you think all these high spender, everybody playing this game is spending or making $480,000 a year? I doubt it. I doubt they are. And that's just a responsible budget, by the way, that's put out by a calculator. Like I said, you can go ask a loan officer who's giving out a loan what they're looking at and how they break down. These are that's just facts. How people do it, and there's not a one size fits all. It's not that somebody couldn't spend $10,000 on their entertainment or $15,000 or 15%. I'll also tell you that if you look at me, I can also tell you there are a whole lot of effing people in debt in this country that don't play this game, by the way. That has nothing to friggin' do with this game, that go to the casino, that spend on freaking season tickets for their football team, that spend it on, permanent lights that they want to get outside in their house to go blinkety blink so their Christmas, they don't have to put up Christmas lights anymore. They want a 100-inch TV in their home. They want to get the latest car that came out, and they're going to spend $700 on their budget. There's a million different ways people are spending over their heads in this country. It's like an addiction. Spending over your head's an addiction in this country. That's why so many people are in debt, because they see everybody else having fun and they're like, what the fuck, man? I want to have fun. So that's why everybody's in debt. And this game makes it so easy for people to become of that. when they're not making the money to be able to spend this and spend it responsibly so you are not in debt. And you can do things like put the money towards retirement and actually retire instead of playing a digital game that you could throw out the window and actually spend your money smartly when you're not making it. And the problem is, too many people are doing it. Too many people were spending money in this game and did not have it. And I saw it firsthand early on. There were horrible, horrible situations of people spending over their heads and they ended up quitting. And they stepped away and they came up with excuses of why they stepped away. But the truth of the matter is they couldn't trust themselves anymore. I've heard people tell me, oh, I had to take my card off my account. I can't do it anymore. I don't trust myself. I had to take my card off my account. There's so many things that people say that you know it. And it's sad, but it's true. It's an addicting game. It's an addicting thing to have a card spent off, and we play with funny money. When we say like, hey, it's $100. I'm going to say something out loud that anybody who doesn't play this game would think somebody was an insane person. That digital train is $100. I'm going to buy that. Get some items on some RSS or whatever. Like, that's just so wild to say out loud. But people say it. People do it and people say it, right? And so that's what, to me, it was, my concern when you look at what this game has done. Because if that's how much you have to make to spend $2,000, $2,000, you're supposed to be making $480,000 a year to spend $2,000. Where do you think mid spenders are going to fall in their budget? They're spending $500, right? So they should be making $180,000 a year, something like that. $190,000 a year. You think all these mid spenders are making $190,000 a year that are spending, $500 or $250 budget? No, they're not. They're not. And so they're spending either over their budget, which is not wise based on your financial moves that you're making, or, whatever. Or we start looking at how much everybody in this game is really spending, either how much they should be spending or how much they are spending, which brings me full circle. I just want to dive into that stuff so you understand why I talk about this more from a factual perspective instead of sitting here and just pointing at people and say, oh, I think it's 10%. Oh, I think it's 20% do this and blah, blah, blah. You have no facts to back that up. But these are actual facts. These are actual facts of what somebody's budget should be and how much they should be spending on their entertainment if they want it. Most people I'm in front of, when we talk about these things of financial, if you're helping somebody out with their finances or you're doing whatever, their eyes roll back of their head and they're like, yeah. That's what the normal reaction is, by the way, for a U.S. person that walks away and thinks they can afford something they shouldn't. So the WWC just turned into a retirement show for you, folks. If you want to be happy in 20 years, listen to me. Telling you right now, helping you with your entire life. With your entire life. Fuck the game. That's how you should be spending. That's how you should be spending your entertainment budget, and that's how you should be looking at it. I don't give a shit who's more powerful than you, and I don't care how long it takes you to get T11s. I don't care any of that shit. Start spending responsibly. Pimp yourself in check. Make it so that you spend on this game so you're confident enough when you're at a party to tell somebody and you're not ashamed to tell them how much you spend on some app or some war game. Reel it in. Reel it in. That's what I would do. Right? And so, how many people are actually spending at a mid-spender level or anything else? Because 34% of Americans make over $100,000. So only 34% are making over 100,000. That's a pretty high percent of that 34% that must be playing this game, because I keep hearing mid-spender thrown around all over the place. So that's just the mid-spender. That's not the high spenders. So I don't know. I just think that when you look at the high spenders and you look at VIP 18s and the whales who play the game, they played the game where they could make their marches whatever they wanted. If something and now that's realistic, by the way. These people spent millions of dollars in their accounts. I don't know what percentage of people couldn't afford it and they sold it because they spent too much money and they got out, or they realized, hey, I'd rather buy a boat and whatever than continuously play this game, and they're frustrated. I also think that what another real thing is this fear of missing out because they've already dumped the money in, right? So you have people, whether it be, and that's for a lot of people. We say we play the game and we do whatever, but a lot of people can't find their way out because they already invested the money to play this game. So it's a trap. I think it's a trap for anybody at any spend level, really, when you think about it. Whether it's, people who have disposable income, everybody makes everything. If somebody's out there making $500 million, they probably don't really give a shit much about the game. They can spend whatever the hell they want in the game. But that's what reels me into what just happened with this spending. So how did VIP 18s used to play this game? How did high spenders used to play this game? They used to be able to do whatever the hell they wanted. They could buy whatever the hell they want. They can clean out whatever store they wanted. They can go into the daily. They can clean it out. The weekly, they can clean out. They can do whatever. Tactical, you'll see it at 100%. That cost over $40,000 to get tactical. Didn't really care. Bought it out. T11s, no problem. Completed it all. Over 30,000. So they're spending, right? And so why does that matter? Not because it matters how they spend their money, because anybody can spend their money. You can get in their pockets and tell them how they should or shouldn't spend their money. Nobody really. And by the way, I'm not telling you right now how to spend any of your money for whatever. I'm talking you through facts of what the financial world says you should in order to save for retirement, whatever, depending on your category you're in. You could do whatever the hell you want. No one watches over your pocketbooks to tell you what to spend on. So for these folks, I don't think the game should have stopped anybody from spending because necessarily when you're a high whale or whatever that they're watching out necessarily to spend it. But I think that from a game perspective, I don't think it's helpful right now if you lift the reins off and they can move their march from 140 to 160. How does that help the game? In what way do you guys see that helping the game? It keeps them more active. It gives them something to do because they like to build their marches. But do you think continuing to just advance into this unknown abyss of, oh, now they're 150, oh, they're 160, oh, they're 170, oh, they're 180 million, you think that's helpful for the game in any way? In any way? Does anybody benefit from that other than them? Other than being able to bully people around and attack anybody you want and kill anybody you want, it all just becomes a financial game, right? I want to just put as much as I can. It's disposable income. I want to buy the game. I just want to buy my march and do whatever. But that's not great for the longevity of the game or the health of it. That's not great for the free to play, low spend, mid spend people that can't even compete. That doesn't help by just extending and pushing that bar further. I don't see it. I don't see how that helps. I don't. And so what I've been seeing the most is that a lot of the powerful people in the game keep saying that, oh, they're suffering. Look at the low spends. Look at the free to play. Now they're suffering because you changed these. These were people that were already disadvantaged. They were already disadvantaged under the old model where you can spend whatever you want. Low spend, mid spend. They're not suffering now. They weren't suffering before. It's the same shit. I don't know that it's actually fixed in what the changes have brought on, but I know that we're heading in a better direction, and it seems to me like this game would have been better if we started this way. And I keep telling you. And then when it gets down to being in the pockets of other people who are mid-spend, low spend, and blah, 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 I don't know if this, there is a lawsuit about this, or they went to court, and now people want to spend all their money because there shouldn't be guardrails. You should be allowed to make as many mistakes you want to a degree in life, right? The banks protect their money because they don't let people just spend. They don't give you money and let you spend aimlessly because it's their money. So when you go bankrupt, they don't get their money back. They're going to find ways around it. So they block that. Unfortunately, it should be. I'd love to be here telling you that it's because they care about you, but it's actually because they protect their investment. But in any way, the game, either they feel like they were going to be forced to, or they chose to have some kind of moral compass where it's irresponsible to do these things and just sell these things out to people who maybe can't afford it. But when you look at it from a game perspective, I keep hearing a couple things being brought up that bother me. Really shakes me to my core. It just bothers the hell out of me. Dailies. The dailies were some of the best deals in this game. Bring the dailies back. Because free-to-play, low-spend can't get diamonds anymore and they can't play the same way they were. Bring back dailies. Who was buying dailies, people? Okay, so great deals in the game. No doubt. You were getting better bang for your buck. I just went through everybody's budget and all the different levels of people. Right? How do you get, let's say your budget, before you answer about the dailies, let's talk about where your budget actually goes to in this game. So if you had it, you were a mid-spend. Let's use a mid-spend where we consider to be $500, right? So again, $500 using the code. That means you should be making over $100,000 a year. 180,000. I'm sorry. You're making about 108,000. But let's say you're doing $500 a month is what you're spending. Okay, how do you get to that figure? All right. Okay, so let's talk about the fourth squad costs them $25 in a month. Okay. The battle passes, $25 a week. So it's $100 for the battle passes that they're spending. Mid spenders you got to get Bullseye. That's the best event that anybody can get, especially early on. Now, are they spending and capping out Bullseye? At one point they would. If they did, they'd be spending their entire monthly budget, by the way, because that's $500 to get blueprints, the mythic prints. So let's just say they weren't doing that, but they'd have to be doing something to spend on bullets. So what do you think? What are they going to spend? $100 on the Bullseye event to get Bullseyes every month for a mid-spender? Maybe a little less. I don't know. Maybe like 50. So let's just call it 50 to 100, you think? They're spending there? Mobilization. Well, they're mid-spenders. I can tell you from a high spender point of view, it's really the only place you can move your chips. Costs you $300 to get 10 gold chips, the material for 10 gold chips. It's going to cost them $300 to do that. So even if, let's say they didn't do that. Let's say they say, I can't blow my entire budget on mobilization. So maybe I'll just buy $100 in gold material for chips. Right. And that's not spending anything else on mobilization, by the way. The other skill chip chest, the purple skill chip chest that's in there, any of the other items or the free the extra stuff that they make available, like exclusive weapons, things like that. Let's just not get too deep into that and say they spent $100 on mobilization for the gold chips when you could get 300. So they're only getting 3. Right? That's it. Okay? Cool. Now we got glitter. Glitter is the best event for any spender for the most part. You got red prints that somebody can buy. You can buy the level 5 chest for 100 glitter just to get the level 5 or the component chest there to make it whatever you want. You have that chest that's $100. We just why am I trying to remember this out of my head? Let me just jump into it right now and show. Let's take a look at what glitter is, so I can show you. Yeah, right here. This is what I was talking. The luxury choice chest. They have that. That's 100 every single time. So they spend 700 on that a week if they do that. That's a great deal, or 600, whatever. They want to move their T11s. I damn sure bet you the mid spenders are trying to move their cores. The red prints. They love red prints. Want to fill out their red prints and get their money. They're a good chunk of mid spender. Might be putting money towards this. You know, you have chip chest choice here. The choice chest. This is where the purple, not mobilization. I forgot what the other one in mobilization I was trying to think of, but this has the purple choice chest. Maybe blueprints, right? So let's say it's glittering. Let's say glittering. What do we want to say that they're putting? What do you want to do? What do you want to put towards this? $50? $100? I'm just gonna say 50 to 100. I'll just say 50 to 100. They'll put into this because honestly, like if you're a spender, glittering is one of the best events you can do because there's so many things you can get here. That's from a spender. That's what you're gonna do. And now I haven't touched on bounty. And if you're a mid spender, they're probably spending on bounty. They're probably spending on bounty because you have like a bunch of different things. That's the only place you can bulk your gear parts. The only place you can really get a bulk of the bond badges and the training certificates. There's plenty of things to get for them in bounty. So they're gonna spend in bounty to try to get the bounty bullets in order to do that. And that would be like $200. So even if I just said that was 50, even if they put 50 towards that, I haven't touched on the other things that they could get, which are the weekly deals. They're the weekly passes. It's an insane deal for a weekly pass where this is only $15. So if they're really looking for deals on dailies, then they were clearly doing the weekly pass because this is a great deal for only $15 to do this. So let's say they did this for $15. Right? That's $60 a month right there. So out of all the things that we just did, if you add it up, you're already at a minimum of $500. You're at like $400, $500. You're as high as like $600, $700. We didn't go into anything else. We didn't go into dailies. We didn't go into any of this other stuff. I don't think mid spenders, unless you're recategorizing mid spenders as spending much more in the game, I don't see mid spenders spending on dailies. Because you're going to be spending a lot more than $500 a month. And you don't think they're buying any of this other stuff that they were buying at any of the other events, even if they were just doing the dailies, you're going to find a mid spender that wasn't doing glitter, that wasn't doing mobilization, that wasn't doing bounty. They were only doing dailies? No. I don't see it. So to me, who I think was impacted by the dailies the most, and who I think is actually benefits from the dailies coming back, is the high spenders. I know myself would incredibly benefit. VIP 18s, everybody who high spends is going to benefit from bringing dailies back. Without a doubt. And that's what we keep shouting from the rooftops. Save the game. Bring back the dailies. Who's going to get the most? No, you're just going to have the category of widening the margin more of high spenders, and whales are then going to keep being able to move more and more and more while the low spend and mid spend stays in their spots. That's what you're going to end up doing from all of this thing. No matter what you bring back, no matter how much you spend, no matter what you're doing, bring back dailies. It's going to open it up for other people to spend. I just don't see that as the answer. I think this is going in a right direction. So what's the other argument, by the way? Bring back the dailies. What's the other one that people keep talking about? The diamonds, right? The diamonds. One thing I keep hearing people saying is how they have these diamond store here. You can see if you have not spent in the diamond store, it still says ×2. This is the dumbest thing that this game can do. Is have this store still available. They're allowing people to just go around to get things through diamonds now in general, so they can participate and do other things and whatever. This makes no sense because they can endlessly spend in diamonds, although they're limited in what they can buy in diamonds because they can buy troops and they can buy heals and they can buy certain things like that, teleports. So it's not like endless, like they can just use these diamonds to buy in events, but at the same time, you're letting people spend endlessly on things by doing this. I think you just take this away. It's greed. And then if you look at, okay, but if you take away the diamonds, what are you going to do? Because you're going to impact the game. How are people going to fight? How are people going to, heal their hospital? How are people, I don't know, how do mid spenders do it? How do low spenders do it? How do free players do it? How does anybody do it? What does that mean? So you can't just aimlessly kill 7 million people at an event and not think about it? Because you might not be able to heal them? Oh, you can't just sit in a building for a week and a half that people can't get you out of because you can't heal out of it? I mean, listen, this is what people have to do with it. It becomes more of a strategy game when you can't just endlessly throw money at the problem when it comes to diamonds. Even the game, the matches that we just play on like Desert Storm and Canyon Storm. Right now, the game is what happens in Desert Storm. Anybody you run into that's incredibly strong, just chase you, they can wipe you out. They can bully you around, they can wipe you out of troops, and then you can't get back your troops. That's why you say, I'm out. Because you can't play anymore because you got no more troops. Right? So, like, you start to have strategies around this thing where you got to figure out how to fight, where you can't just endlessly create the troops, or you can't just endlessly heal them, because you're going to run out of things like speed ups and different things like this. I can tell you, though, this problem is going to impact the high spenders way more than it's going to impact free-to-play and low spenders. Free-to-play people have diamonds. They tell me about them all the time. They don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to spend them. They got plenty of diamonds. They say, hey, they got diamonds. Now, high spenders and really like VIP teens need more diamonds. Need to get ways, and we're so used to getting diamonds. I could tell you right now, I just did it in glittering. Look how much I spent in glittering event, guys. Look, I'm up to 200. Look, I spent all this. You know what this means? When I went to get the packages, I got 10,000. I got 10,000 diamonds every time I click on this package. So I popped up mine 40,000 diamonds. So that's why the high spenders are like, oh, I'm not spending on these things as much as you're limiting, so I don't have the endless diamonds anymore. That's the truth. That's who's impacted by it. So I don't really have a problem at the end of the day of people, that are trying to figure out how to fight more. If they're trying to go to the game and they're trying to say, hey, give me more diamonds. Let me fight the way I used to fight. Hey, let me spend the way I used to spend. Let me live my life. Cool. Go about it and do it. But the problem is there's not many of them. The only thing they have for power is the fact that they're VIP 18s and they've already spent their money, so they have that power to wield around, right? They don't have the power because they don't have the numbers. Well, in life, this happens where people have a lot of money trying to get the people who don't have a lot of money riled up, because those are the numbers. There's more people who don't have money than do. So you got to figure out how to rile them up to help fight your battle. And that's what's happening in the game to me. I feel like the people in this game doesn't have the best interest in to have them get these things. I feel like they're getting riled up because people who want to have these things and spend endlessly are the ones that really want it and benefit from it and stretch their marches out and stretch their squads out and stretch whatever. And I think they're conjuring up people like low spenders who are impacted and all these other people that were impacted. And I don't think that's true. I don't see that. I don't see it. And it's my opinion. Like, it's not, fact, the early stuff I told you about was the financial information is true. In fact, to try to figure out how much money people are spending or what people should be spending from a budgeting perspective. But all of this is just my opinion. But I personally think that the free-to-play players don't give a shit. Go on and fight yourself. Go go stab each other in the streets over all your spending problems. They're not impacted, so don't conjure up their name in an argument, because they're just not impacted by it. And, you could do fear mongering. You could be like, well, what are they going to do when the game ends? I don't know. What are you going to do? You're the one that invested half your life into it. You're the one who invested $500,000. I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to walk away. They're going to go pick up another app, and they're going to go play that one free to play too. That's what they're going to do. This app or the app that's come before it or after it. Don't worry about them. They're going to be just fine. Just ducky. They'll be all right. And the low spenders, same thing. They'll be just fine. They'll be all right. But I just think the next time you hear somebody make an argument or somebody try to rile you up, the game's bad because of this, that, and the other thing, look at their stance and look at where they're coming from. And ask yourself, would this benefit them to make that rule? And by the way, you're hearing all of this from a high spender. This is all coming from somebody who's spent. VIP 17, played the game. I'm in a large alliance. Ranked one of the top alliances, if not right now, at least the most powerful alliance for the game. I got to keep up with all these fools. No problem. All good. But if I really want to tell the truth out here, as far as what I see, that's the truth. That's what I see. And that's what I don't like. I just don't like that we say it. Now, the things that I can get behind, the things that I will back, and I know like people like Slappy, I can talk about this the next time I'm on. Slappy sent me a message in an email, one of the many that I have that have sent messages to developers about stuff or whatever. Now, a one true thing, 100%, no doubt. There's the problem with teleports. It's just straight up greed. It's straight up greed. Like 1,500 for an advanced teleport is obnoxious. It always has been obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. And the fact that they do all these changes and all these rules, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you're going to knock down the amount of diamonds that you want to be used in the game, then you have to sit there and knock down the amount of how much it costs for teleports. And by the way, the Alliance teleport needs to be free. The Alliance teleport needs to be free because the people that are using the Alliance teleport are probably free to play and low spend to begin with. And all they want to do is get back to their freaking Alliance. You're charging them to get to their Alliance. Think about how dumb that is. Think about how dumb it is you make anybody have to pay to get back to their Alliance. Guys have probably played a ton of games at this point in your lives. And you have these games, Return to Home and different stuff that different games have as far as buttons go. Why the hell would you have to spend to go back to your team? I mean, so dopey. Makes no sense. Stop ripping people off 500 diamonds to go back to their Alliance. Now, some of these things were created based off the greed that the prior developers had. So if you're going to create changes in the game and you want everybody to believe that you're doing it with everybody's best interest in heart and we're going back to our roots, changing back to our roots, then change this. Because it clearly wasn't originally created as a rip-off to suck diamonds out of people, and it's only gotten worse. Now you're getting less diamonds, you have top. So yes, this is an actual problem, no doubt, no matter who you are in the game, no matter which position you come from, no matter what spending scale, this is a game impact right here that should not be going on. The same goes for the amount of resources it costs to heal your troops. You're not getting as many resources. Things continue to get more and more expensive in this game. When you're trying to build, you're trying to do things, your tech, all the stuff across the board. The amount you charge to heal troops is too much. You're sucking too many resources out of people, which is going to make them not fight. And you don't want that, because that's anti-last war. So you want to have them fighting. And that's impacting, again, I'm talking about things that impact everybody. You can look at somebody, why do they want to make the change? You look across, it impacts every walk of life in this game. too much for resources for healing. People will choose not to fight at a free-to-play low-spend level because it costs too much for them to heal and lose all their resources. Same reason how much it costs to create troops. Too much to resources. And it takes too long for people to create troops. Those are real problems. A free-to-play player, low spender, needs to be very careful on what war they're going to attend or what they're going to do, because they can't just sit there and snap their fingers to fill their drill grounds. Can't do it. Don't have it. Lack the resources, lack the time, lack the speed up. They lack a lot of things to be able to sit there and just do that over and over and over again. So you need to change that. You need to make it easier somehow, some way. Don't really have an answer in it, but these are just problems that I can actually tell you. It would be nice to see people worrying about and working with, using their power to talk to developers, everything else, to make life better for everybody who plays the game, including free-to-play and low spenders who are sitting here trying to figure out and having to deal with these things. Those are real problems. Those are real things that prevent people from fighting. The fact that, I don't want to get in this fight or this kill event, I'm going to lose all my troops. I lost half my troops, that's plenty. I'm shielding up for the rest of the event. Because I'm going to take me a week just to make those back. You want people to fight? Help them make the troops. You want people to fight? Make it cheaper to heal those troops. That's all very true. And these advanced teleports speak for themselves at this point. It's absolutely atrocious that you're doing that to people. That's how you should be looking at things, to me, to better the game. Wield your sword, wield your power. I don't see it as the money problem and the improvements. I really don't. I'm, as a high spender, telling you that I'm spending, and yeah, okay, I'm not spending as much anymore, but I'm still moving my squads and moving along the game and getting things just fine. So I don't see that as like the downfall of this game. I see it as people got addicted to spending. And I'll leave you with this as the last bit of my rant that I chewed up enough your time in. Everybody preaches, and I hear from the rooftops about how we play this game because of the people. I play the game because of people. The people I love. I love the people I play with. I don't want to give up because I love my alliance and I love all the people I play with. People are what drive me to play this game. Otherwise, I would have quit a long time ago. Well, now's your chance to prove it. Stop talking about, I'm going to quit unless they change this, or I'm going to quit unless they change that for spending. You still got your people. People are still there, right? If that's the reason why you're playing, that's the reason why you're hanging out, then hang out with them. Because really starts to question if you ever really liked playing the game. Like, I know you like the spending, know you like the building, and you take that away and you can't bully at the highest level anymore, and it's like, I gotta go. I can't do this anymore. That's not people love it because of the people. That's not you loving it because, everybody that you play with. All those people are still playing the game. All those people hang out in the Alliance chat. How many of you know what I'm talking about? You hit reset and everybody's chilling in Alliance chat and you're having conversations. You're poking fun. You're joking around, whatever. You're having fun in the game, right? If you're in your Alliance and you like it and you enjoy it and you enjoy the people that you play with, you do it. You could do it on Discord too, but we do it in the game constantly. You get private messages. You're talking to people, hanging out, getting to know how people are doing. You really like people. You're like, hey, how did that go? How did that swim meet go for your kid? How'd you make out this weekend? People you actually form relationships with. It's not like, I can't build my T11 as fast as I want. So, hey, I don't care how your kid's meet was. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I don't know. Doesn't hit me the same way. I enjoy the people that I play with. I enjoy the people, and I know that the spending was impacted and I can't build as fast or whatever, but I'm okay with that. I can live with that. I can live with that, and a lot of the people I talk to are free to play low spenders anyway. So they're not as impacted. Anyway, that's enough QB rant for the day. That was all pent up over this week that I've seen, and just living my truth. to you as far as things go. And who knows, maybe out of random, you got a quick financial tip out of it as well. if I hit one person to help with their spending and their financial tip, then I consider that a success. Success in my job. It's a success for you guys as well. So hopefully it did. I want to see everybody in real life retire happy. So that's just kind of my quiet goal. Anyways, thank you so much. I miss this. I miss hanging out with you guys. We will be back. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. Not really sure 100% yet on my next live, but I will pop it up there. And I can tell you what, I am incredibly honored and thankful that you guys spent your night with me. Thursday night, could have been anywhere. Joe spent with me with that. QB18 out.